Welcome to part 2 of how to grow your general contractor business by 300K. This is my 5-part masterclass where I teach you everything that you need to do with your website, your Google My Business, and your SEO to start ranking higher and getting more projects per year. So real quick, this is what the Google Business Profile looks like. I'm going to call it in this video Google Business Profile, Google Business Account, and Google My Business because it goes by all three and I mix them up. So just so you know, it's all the same thing. First off, I'm Ryan Russo. I run a company called Ground Up Websites that builds high-performing websites for general contractors. My goal is to get you more projects per year, and I'm giving everything that I do away in this video series, completely free, no gatekeeping, and no sales pitch. If you didn't watch the first video, I recommend that you go watch it, but an overview is what you can do on your website to build trust with your customers and make more money. And this video is the same thing. This is going to be about your Google Business account and ranking higher so that you can make more money. Two most important things that you need to grow are people knowing your business and people trusting your business. So everything that I do will be going over those two things. I also talk in the last video why you should focus your time on this, the ROI, and how I think it's an excellent use of your time. And then the bulk of the video is the 15 tips that I give you. Okay, the goal of this series, let me move my little bubble, to teach you everything that you need to know to get bigger and better projects for your general contractor business. I'm going to teach you everything that I know. We're on part 2, which is Google Business Account Optimization. The next part will be on-page SEO and keyword research. Part 4 will be local SEO and citations. And part 5 will be technical SEO, which is the boring stuff that makes you money. So you probably won't watch this. Ranking on the top 5 of Google will change your business forever. So let's get into it. Okay, first off, what is a Google Business Account? This was formerly called a Google My Business, and you'll see that throughout this presentation. There are still companies that refer to it as a Google My Business, but this is what shows up next to the map when you search for something. So in this example, I've searched for general contractor near me, and each of these is a Google business listing. Google is the #1 place you can list your business. It's the highest ROI on your time. If you're going to work on something today that takes 20 minutes, I highly, highly, highly recommend that you work on this. It will pay dividends. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is the map pack versus organic. So this right here is Google refers to it as the map pack. And there's 2 ways to rank higher on Google. One is to rank higher on the map pack. So you can see this Yoder Homes was the #1 search when I did the search in my area. So this is taking your business and climbing up. And ideally, if you can get to these top 3 spots, you will make a lot more money. And this lists anywhere from however many general contractors are in your area, all the way up to, I think, 200 listings, just so you know. So if you're at 94, you want to get to the top 3, then follow this. Then there's the organic. So let me just show you what this looks like. Okay, that's not going to work. Okay, so when you scroll down, you see these are the ads that show here. Let's move me a little bit. These are local service ads, which, by the way, if you're going to run ads, I would highly recommend to run these ads. You run them through Google, and it's different than search ads. You have some more sponsored ads. This is your map pack. And then down here is the organic. So when I talk about organic, this is what I mean. You can rank your website down here above Yelp and Thumbtack and Home Advisor with the correct strategy. So this video is about ranking on the map pack specifically, but this also will help you to rank on organic. So, if you want to rank on the map pack, I do Google Business Optimization, local SEO citations, on-page SEO technical, and then organic ranking is excellent if you use long tail keywords. We're going to talk about keywords more in the next video, but the keywords is what gets searched in Google. And if you can do a longer tail like this, you are more likely to show up. Okay, optimizing your Google business account. So the first step is completing all your info and getting verified. So step one, get your business set up, verify it, and then fill out everything that you can in here. The information that you enter in your Google business account should be the exact same that is on your website, on your Facebook, on your Angie's, all over. Those are called citations, and they're very important. So make sure that they are congruent, they're the same on each page. Okay, and this is a free tool that I use. It's called GMB Everywhere, and it allows you to audit your Google listing and your competitors' Google listings. So you can learn a lot from this tool, and I'm going to be talking about it further as we go. But it's a browser extension. I have it in Chrome, and it's easy to use, and you should just have it. Okay, so this number 5 is the most important tip in this whole video, only second to number 10. And this is basically how you choose to give Google information about your business and specifically your services. So Google will let you set up, if you can see here, is this going to let me zoom in? Okay, let's see if that zooms in more. Nope, that zooms in less. Okay. So you will have the opportunity to select 10 categories for your Google business account. And you have a main category and then 9 subcategories. Your main category is the absolutely most important thing that you can do. And in this example, so again, I searched for general contractor, Sarasota, which is where I live. And you can see that this company's main category right here says construction company. This one says concrete contractor. This one says custom home builder. And this one says general contractor. Now this is very, very, very important. Your area might get more searches for custom home builder or for general contractor or construction company. Generally speaking, construction company performs the worst out of these. And you might say, hey, well, why is that one ranking first? You can't see it, it's cut off in the screenshot, but this was an ad. So this is not an organic, and you can see sponsored here too. So this one's also an ad. Ideally, you want to be listed as a general contractor. That is the best category that you can choose. But if your area gets more searches for another one, or maybe you focus in commercial, might want to list yourself as a construction company. If you only do custom home builds, then maybe list yourself as a custom home builder. But it's important to know what your main category is and look at what everybody else around you is doing. The people that are ranking above you might have a better category chosen. Then all of these are the subcategories. You can have up to 9, and you want to list as many as you can without making something up, listing something that you don't do. And with this, make sure that these services, if you say you do bathroom remodel, this should also be listed on your website as a service that you provide. You can go in and then spy on your competitors, see what they're using, what categories and subcategories they're using, and learn from those and set them up on your account. The last tip here is if you don't know your local ranking, you can get a free trial on a tool called Local Falcon, and that will actually show you what your ranking is in your area. And then you can figure out if you're ahead, if you're behind. You can look at who's ahead of you, which competitors are doing better than you. Because remember, when you go to your computer and you do one search, that's only the search for your house, where you're at. 1 mile this way or 1 mile that way might have completely different search results. So keep that in mind. And then also remember that people are searching for different things. They don't just search one thing. So they might search for bathroom remodel or kitchen remodel. They might search for general contractor. They might search for a phrase, contractor near me, or residential contractor near me. So you need to test all these different phrases and figure out where you rank. Okay. Number 6 is about the locations and areas that you serve. So the first thing you need to know about Google Business is you can list as a physical location or what's called an SAB, which is a service area business. If you have a physical location, do that. It's generally better, but do not use your house as a physical location. We're only talking about if you have a place that you have customers come to that's not your home, that you own or rent. You can use those. You can't use a PO box. That's against the rules as well. So just only use this if you physically have a location that your customers come to see you. If you don't have that, you should list yourself as an SAB or a service area business. Okay, and this lets you basically pick the areas that you service. So in this screenshot, this SAB services, this little shape here. Okay, so some rules if you're in SAB. Well, real quick, if you're a physical location, there's not really rules. Google will just know where you're at, and they'll send people that are close to you to your business. But if you are an SAB, here are the rules. Number one, more locations is not better. Do not select your entire state. Do not select areas that are further away from you than 2 hours. Ideally, I would say don't select any places that are further away than 1 hour. You will not get business 2 hours away from Google unless somebody finds you on organic or if somebody recommends you. You may see the call come through Google, but Google is not organically pushing you to people that are 2 hours away from you unless you're a national business. That's the only caveat there. A lot of people think, oh, a bigger service location is better for my business, is better for ranking, gets me more calls. I'm willing to drive 2 hours to do this. Doesn't work like that. Their rules are within 2 hours, but I would say within an hour or 45 minutes would be best. Make sure that the areas that you list that you service are the same as your website and as all your other citations on the internet. And that is it for that. Okay, next, your hours. This is just one quick tip. You should, if you're willing to, if you have the hustle, have your hours extend further than your competitors. Take calls up until 7 p.m. at night or something like that. A lot of times they'll try a business, that business closed at 5. They don't answer, so then they try you because you're open till 7. That will afford you some more customers that you may have not won. And make sure your hours are the same on your website as well. Okay, we're going to talk about posts, updates, photos, videos, and questions and answers. So the first thing I'd like to show you is your main photo. This is really, really, really important, and I want you to look at these 4 examples. Your main photo should attract your main type of client, meaning if you do bathroom remodels, you should have a bathroom. If you do deck builds, you should have a deck. So look at these. We have this company, which just has a picture of a bunch of people, which in my opinion is the worst out of all of these photos because this does not explain fully what this business does. Even though they have great reviews, it says kitchen remodeler here, but really people are looking at those photos when they're looking on Google. McDonald's here has a bathroom, great, especially if they do primarily bathrooms. Here's a deck, and here's another deck. So think about that. Think about who you're trying to attract and make your picture reflect what they would want. Another example of this is if you're working on multi-million-dollar homes, you should have a multi-million-dollar home in this photo. And that way, when the person that has the $3 million home is looking for a contractor, they see that photo and they immediately think, this guy works with customers like me. Keep that in mind. Additionally, you might not have the lower end call you if you have this really, grand mansion as your picture. So you need to think about who you're trying to attract and then attract them with the photo. Your photos and videos, you should upload as many as possible, as long as they are good quality and they show good work. I like to tell my GCs to focus on after photos instead of before and afters or just putting in befores. Sometimes the customers get confused and they think that your before photo was something you did and it doesn't look good. So just do after photos and do as many as you can. Same thing with videos. If you can do a walkthrough of a house or something that you've done, that's really nice. You should show photos of yourself and your subcontractors in the house. That helps to build trust. especially if your face is in the photo, they can see your face, they know you. Okay, this is Nick. Nick is our GC. He's in this home. He built this kitchen. It's beautiful. They're connecting the dots in their brain to trust you. And then Google lets you categorize your photos also. Create posts and updates often. If you're a little techie, you can do this with ChatGPT. You can run automations to help you with this. When you make a post or an update, this should contain your keywords. So your services, your locations. Make a post, say, hey, we did this kitchen remodel in Sarasota, and you're using those words that people are Googling. And it's more important to be consistent with posting updates and photos and videos, once a week, twice a week, instead of just going in once a quarter and dropping 15. Google likes the consistency, and they want to see that you're trying. Lastly, fill out your question and answer, the same as the question and answer on your website. I talked about this in the last video, but you should be answering all of your customers' questions. If you answer all of their questions, they will call you. If you don't, they will go to somebody who does answer the questions and call them. Messages in bookings. This is just a tip. You can allow messages to come through your Google Business account, and people can book directly through there. It's a small percentage of the market that's going to do this, but it's an extra feature that is free that you can use. Okay, number 10. This one's a little bit longer, but this is about reviews, which is the second most important thing for your business, besides the services that you offer and your main service that I talked about earlier. Reviews are absolutely monumentally huge. You should not sleep on reviews. You should try very hard to get good reviews and to collect all the reviews that you can. First off, we always ask for reviews, and ask the customer to provide photos as well. If you have the photos and you're emailing them saying, hey, will you write me a review? You can give them the photos you want them to use and say, here's the photos I took. Feel free to upload them. Your customers will be happy to do so. They want to show off their beautiful new kitchen, addition, whatever it is, backyard. So you can actually just give them the photos you want them to use, and that gives you a much higher % chance that they're going to do it. You can also kind of coach your customer a little bit. Say, hey, will you mention, my name, my location? Will you mention what service we performed? So the review would be, Nick did a kitchen remodel for me. It turned out wonderful. We trust Nick. We love Nick. Here's the photos of it. And then customers can start learning your name and trusting you as an individual, besides your just company. Your Nick's construction group is one thing, but then knowing Nick personally is another thing. Number 3 is kind of a secret tip, and you got to be careful how you do this, but you can ask your customers, hey, do you have a great experience? And if they say yes, then you can send them a review. It helps, rather than just sending everybody a review, to negate some of the bad reviews you might get. Number 4, respond to every single review. Definitely the bad, especially the bad, because that's where you get to step in and you get to explain why things worked out the way they did. Some customers are frankly crazy, and you need to step in and show that you are, handling it, and that you are calm and a normal person. If you're tech savvy, you can set up an autoresponder too. You can say, hey, if the review is good, set up an autoresponder to respond with Zapier and Claude that just says, hey, thanks for the review, or thank you, Cindy, for the kind words, things like that. You can have it set up to auto respond to all your reviews. You can even teach it to say, hey, make sure you mention the location, make sure you mention the service that was provided to this customer in the response. Yes, you should personally respond to all negative reviews, and don't have any automations respond to negative reviews. So when you're writing a review, you should mention their name, something about their project, be a human, write 2 to 4 sentences, and then you want to list things that are specific to them, not just general things. Hey, I love the paint color, that seafoam green you chose, or something like that with your project. Or, we had a blast installing this tile. It was a great choice by you, etc. So it kind of shows that you and the customer have rapport. You like the work that you did, kind of trades this trust back. And then this is not as important to responding to the person, but other people seeing you respond to this person. Your responses should have keywords, namely, your kitchen. Use the phrase kitchen remodel. Use the phrase Sarasota if that's your location. And then Google will send you more kitchen remodels in Sarasota. And then being consistent with your reviews is the same thing as the photos. It's much better to do these every day or every other day or twice a week than to just drop 50 in at once. You'd like to survey your customers as you finish the job, and not just once a year you blast your last 50 customers, whatever it is. You can also set up review campaigns with Bright Local or an email sending platform that reaches out to the clients, your past clients, and kind of slowly but surely collects reviews for you in an ongoing fashion. Okay, so then I just wanted to talk about organic. So this doesn't speak to organic as much. This is talking about the map pack and ranking high on the map pack. These things do affect your organic slightly, but not to the level that other SEO tricks do. So this video is primarily talking about the map pack, getting your business ranking higher when somebody's looking there. In my next video, talking about SEO and keywords, is going to really help you with the organic side of things, okay? So these are just some keyword examples, bathroom renovations, bathroom remodel contractor, so on and so forth. I'm going to show you how to pull down the keywords that you need to use for your business and how you should use them, how you should implement them on your website to start ranking high on the organic side of things. And that also helps with the map pack as well. That's it for this video. Subscribe, and then when video number 3 comes out, you'll get a notification. Thanks.